Stop the show, gang. We got an important announcement. Wee. The boys are doing a live stream New Year's Day. Come hang out with the squad down here with Tooties. We're going to have some special guests. Might be an appearance from Patty and Denise. You don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be a good time. Get a hair of the dog in you. Kick off 2023 right.
And that ain't it, you bozos.
What?
We got a third show at the Gramercy Theater. Shout out to the Army of Garbage, baby. We're on sale now. Our third show. It's going to be February 3rd. That's a Friday night. Get your tickies now. New York City Army of Garbage. Let's go.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage? A little show we sit down with your favorite comedians and we find out if they grow up to be classy or if they're just a big old piece of trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're down here at Aunt Tootie's basement. She's upstairs, has her eye on that new divorcee that moved in across the street.
Okay.
Says he's easy pickings. My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage. He's an international businessman, but he always gives back to the community. Give it up for KJ. Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. As you know, those numbers are
Through the roof.
over 100,000, baby. Then obviously the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com/areyougarbage. Love that money, baby. And then we just announced our third date at the Gramercy Theater. It's on sale. We sold out the first two in like 2 days. Get those tickets to the third one before they sell out. Do it. Do it, gang.
And grab tickets to the live stream.
And the live stream on January 1st.
New Year's Day. Come see us, gang. It's going to be fun. And how about a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire, the Magic Man, makes us all look good. Works the ones and twos, crosses the T's, dots the I's. Give it up for T-Bone McMuffin. Toby McMullen, everybody.
T-Bone.
Hey, what's up, dudes?
What's up?
I'm excited. Nope, this guy didn't bring us bread, but he did bring us Al Capone's hat.
I know.
Classy gentleman in here. Gang, the long hair ain't lying because we couldn't be more excited to have our incredibly, and I mean incredibly special guest here with us today for the first time. He is a legendary stand-up comedian, actor, writer, podcaster, and producer. And you may have seen him in, but not limited to. Here we go. We got B-Movie. Analyze that. New Adventures of Old Christine. The Informant. Behind the Candelabra. Inside Amy Schumer. Top 5. The Nick. The Jim Gaffigan Show. Red Oaks. Paper Spiders. North Hollywood. He has 2 Comedy Central presents. You wrote 22 episodes of The Marriage Ref. You've also seen him in The Comedian, Carson Daly, Conan O'Brien, The Late Show, Oprah, ever heard of her, Jimmy Kimmel Live,
Kid's a worker.
Last Comic Standing, Your Mom's House, The Tonight Show, This Is Not Happening, Cop Show, Larry Wilmore, Craig Ferguson, Something's Burning, WTF, Colbert, Lights Out with David Spade, Joe Rogan, Seth Meyers, and he's going to be in the brand new Ben Affleck, Matt Damon movie entitled Air Jordan. You can hear him every week on his amazing podcast, Breaking Bread with Tom Papa, and his Sirius XM show with Fortune Feimster, What a Joke. Specials include Calm, Cool, and Collected, Tom Papa Live in New York City, Freaked Out, Human Mule, You're Doing Great, and he has a brand new Netflix special out right now called What a Day. But the big question in everybody's mind, is he garbage? Like the boy said, first got to walk in here with a fedora and pull it off. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Tom Papa.
Hey.
What a day.
Holy cow.
What an intro.
Tommy.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. Why live stream on New Year's Day?
It's like a hangover show. We're going to do live stream from here and,
Nice.
you know.
Hangover.
A little bit of hair of the dog, you know?
So how do you
Yeah.
play? Will you just go rip it up on New Year's and kind of come in a mess? Or do you
That's the
dial
plan.
it back?
That's the plan. No, we're going heavy. Yeah.
Nice.
Come, come correct or don't come at all, Tom. That's how we're going.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
we're
like
going to
it.
come in hammered. I'm going to be drinking Alka-Seltzers and vodka.
I gotta be honest. I opened the door to let Tom. I thought it was a hitman. I thought he was the landlord about to evict us. I didn't know what was going on. This is the classiest dressed guy we've had in here.
Jimmy Scagnetti says hello. Jesus. That's a sharp hat, man.
Yeah, you
Get the
came-
cannoli.
I'm imagining that you're going to be all class. You're a sharp guy. You carry yourself very sharp. I'm very interested.
But he is from Jersey, I believe.
He's from Jersey.
That's a little dirt under the fingernails.
yeah. Good point. Good point.
Give us the origin story of Tom Papa. Give us the whole scoop.
Born in Passaic, New Jersey.
Okay.
Grew up as a Jersey kid. My parents met in high school. They're still together now.
Nice.
I'm the oldest of 3. I've got 2 younger sisters. Grew up mostly in Park Ridge and Woodcliff Lake, New Jersey. Up north. Went to high school there. I was class clown and captain of the football team.
Damn, this guy does it all.
I had the combo. And then I
prom king and prom queen.
wanted to be a comedian since I was 7th grade.
Okay.
But my parents wanted me to go to college. So I went to Rider College.
Yeah, my brother went there for a semester.
Nice. Yeah. There's a lot of that. I describe it as down the street from Princeton.
You go to Princeton, down the street.
Right down 95.
Yeah, right here.
Did you play ball there? Did you play football there?
No, that's why I went there. Was they had gotten in trouble and their football program was disbanded. They had no football. And I was done with football. I went from kindergarten to 12th grade.
Damn.
And
What
I
position
was
were you
done.
playing?
I was my high school career. I was fullback and defensive end.
Damn.
And I was, but I was done. I knew I wasn't going to keep playing.
Is this North Jersey you're playing?
This is North Jersey.
What high school did you go
Pascack
to? Hills.
Hills.
That's a pretty good squad.
It was a good squad.
Yeah.
It was a good squad. A lot of talented kids. We were like a little over. We missed like. We had a coach fall out our senior year. They fired our coach and brought a new guy in, kind of messed everything up. But we were winning like all the way through, and then that year was just kind of done. And I was done. I'm not gonna. My father was like, maybe play Division III. And I was like, maybe not. Maybe it's time to go be a comedian.
You're like Mean Joe Green, ice in your knees. Nah, Pop, I'm hanging it up. You're 18. What are you doing?
It's in the best shape of your life.
I want to spend more time with my family. So I went there because they had theater department, but they didn't have football.
Okay.
Smart.
And so kind of took it out of that debate out of the house. So then I went there. I started acting and stuff. Got through 4 years. Got out. Graduated. Yeah, did
BA in acting?
In communications.
Okay.
But spent all my time in the theater. The whole time was just in the theater
Really?
doing the plays. That was it. I just did that nonstop. Got out of school, moved up to Paramus, lived in Paramus, and saw in the Village Voice that I took some acting classes, and I was like, how do I audition for stuff?
What were you doing in Paramus?
It was close to the city.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't afford the city yet. But I wanted to be a comedian. And I realized I opened the Village Voice and saw I can go do an open mic at New York Comedy Club, or I could try and get parts through. I was like, well, this sounds better.
Yeah, just go do the thing. Yeah,
Five of my friends sit in the audience. I'm going to be on stage on June 12th, 1993.
There you go.
And I went and I did it, and I was hooked. The only other comedian in the place was Greg Giraldo, who was a young Greg.
Shout out to the greatest.
The greatest. Awesome. You're waiting to go on, all nervous. And we became pals. And then I just started. I was hooked. And, the first 3 years, you do like one set every 2 months or so.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you're a comedian. I felt like I was a comedian. I stayed in New York, became a comic. Eventually met my wife, who was a comedian at the comic strip when I was passed at the comic strip.
Okay.
She grew up in the same hometown that I grew up in.
Did you know her there?
We had the same kindergarten teacher. We were a year apart, never met.
Shit.
Really?
Yeah, that was my opening line. Did you have Miss Conway for kindergarten?
And the sparks started flying.
Yeah. And I was like, so then we had all the shared history and stuff.
Sure.
And we're like, oh, we're gonna get married, right? And I said to her like immediately, you're gonna have my babies. And she
That's not off-putting up front.
she did shots the rest of the night and threw up in my bathtub. No lie. She was like, what is your plan? And so became a comic, met her in 93, became a comic in 93, started living with her around 98.
Okay.
Had our first baby got married, in 2000, had our first baby like 2002, had 2 kids, just went through the ranks and did all
Sure.
the stuff that you were mentioning in that great intro. And now my kids are 17 and 20. And I'm here with you guys.
There you go. Damn, that was
Jesus
encapsulated.
Christ.
Yeah.
Talk about an elevator pitch. I'm in. This guy's got
Now,
it.
who's going to play you? I see a young Joe Namath playing you. Take you back to Jersey. What'd your mom and dad do? What'd your dad do for a living?
My father was in sales.
Okay.
He was in early communications companies. So like GTE and those kind of companies. They were like it was the beginning of what is now like, the big communication companies.
Sure.
It was the beginning of that. And he was a salesman.
GTE's old school.
Old school.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was very successful. He became like the national guy. He was into sales, but he was also he also rode motorcycles, was not into like corporate culture. But he was in there. That's what his career was.
Renegade.
But he was a renegade.
Okay.
He would come to my games when I was a kid and like on his motorcycle.
What are we talking about? Choppers?
No, like
Harleys?
like Harleys. Eventually, it was all Harleys. Before
Okay.
that, it was like big Honda Gold Wings and stuff like that. But then it was Electric Glides and all that stuff.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
What about your mom?
My mom was a mom for the beginning, and then when I was around maybe like junior high, she went back to school to get her degree.
Okay.
Got her degree, started a small advertising agency on her
Damn.
own in northern New
Papas don't mess
Jersey.
around.
Fucking go-getters, these guys. A whole lot of them.
And
She also drove race cars. Another renegade.
parking my games in a race car. And she started a small advertising agency and did that for 15 years or so.
Damn.
And then,
Where'd she go back to school? Where'd she get her degree?
Ramapo.
Okay.
Right.
New
And where'd your
Jersey.
dad go to school?
My father went to Uppsala.
Okay.
Which, if you're going down the Garden State Parkway,
I don't know
Like when
that.
you get into it's gone now.
Okay.
But if you go down the Garden State Parkway, there's like a field. When you get in the oranges, there's like this old field over there. That's where he played football.
Okay.
So he was Division III. Like he was really good. Like he went to Clifton High School, is where they met, and he was the captain of that team. And that was back like when you see pictures. Like now, it's unusual to see a guy in a hat. The pictures of him playing in high school, it'd be 3,000 people in hats.
Sure, like hats,
watching
jackets,
high school football.
Damn.
Like it was the thing,
Yeah.
And he was the state champ and all that stuff. So he went to Division III and kept playing.
Damn.
But I was not interested at that point.
It's a solid American family
I
right
know.
there.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
they're
What you
pretty
said
solid.
you're the oldest of your siblings. How many? What do you have?
have two
sisters.
Two sisters. What do
Two
they do?
sisters. One, you're gonna hate this. She runs a nonprofit farm in New Jersey.
That's great.
In northern New Jersey, she's got these. There's all these farmlands. And
This guy's fucking
I
bulletproof.
know. What the
she got all these farmland.
You're gonna hate this. She's a saint.
Yeah, exactly.
Mother Teresa,
you're
ever heard of her?
You're gonna hate this. She helps people and makes no money.
Jesus Christ! This broad stinks.
I told you weren't gonna like it.
I thought Jersey just gave me like John Q. America's whole family.
I know.
She's
Holy
giving
shit.
she's giving out free carrots to Patterson.
Patterson.
That's her whole gig. It's called City Green. And she's built it up over like 10, 15 years.
That's amazing.
It's a
Look at that.
huge thing. Yeah, she's really
And your
done
other
an amazing
sister?
thing. My other you're
Please tell me she's in a band or something.
not
Tribute band?
You're not gonna like this. she makes a little money, but very little money. I don't even want to say it. Working with autistic children.
Oh, man.
I mean,
These papas, I tell you.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
They're kind of saint-like, both of them.
So your dad did well growing up. You guys were doing okay.
My father came from a family of seven. They had no money
Okay.
at all. They grew up in Clifton. They had zero money, and they had to scrape but a lot of love. A big Italian family.
Sure.
And I'm one of 21 grandchildren.
They were
I'm
all
the same,
around
yeah.
you too when you grew up. All the family.
We would meet at my grandmother's house in Clifton, where they grew up, which was like a 2-bedroom apartment, really.
Right.
And all these people would just stuff in, and we just had our it's my responsibility now to keep the Christmas get together going, and now it's like, if all in, it's probably 75 people.
So where do you do it at? Like where are you going to do it this year?
We've been doing it traditionally at Mario's Pizza on Van Houten Avenue.
All right, this guy's
in
trash.
Clifton. Keep going.
2 slices for Christmas.
And it's like a pizza joint, like a red sauce kind of place, and it's the food's okay. But
75 of you go in
It's
there?
been there since 7. Yeah, but it's they got a big room in the
Sure.
back,
Sure.
and one of those kind of things. And this year I organized it all, and I was flying in on Sunday, and when I landed, the first text I saw was, "Mario's is on fire?" Question mark.
Get your deposit back, Tommy.
Surprised your family's at the volunteer fire company. Don't worry, we're on our way. We're going to save Christmas.
Just throw some carrot sticks on it.
Huh.
So we had to call an audible and go to my sister's house. She ended up hosting it.
75 people?
Are they mostly local?
It was probably about 50 people
Okay.
for this one.
Wait, you guys already did this?
This was Sunday.
You did it on Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you'll
Yeah,
do
we
the
just did
holidays, the actual holidays back with your family.
Yeah, well, I'm running around doing stuff. My family, my wife and kids are going to be here in New York.
Okay.
For like we'll hit all the East Coast people, like
Sure.
our parents and all that stuff, up till like the 20th or so, and then go back to L.A.
Man, Papas are all right.
Yeah, we're moving around.
Do your parents don't still live in the same house you grew up in, do they?
No, and it's a kind of a sore spot.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, they sold it right out from under me.
That was my inheritance, you asshole.
That's where I grew up. How dare you? They want to live in a town. Is that you don't want to shovel anymore?
Yeah, right.
How dare you?
That's going to be worth in a few years. What are you doing?
Let's say rezone a school district.
Could have bought Mario's.
It wasn't a big money spot, but it was our spot. And
Of course.
Sure.
But thankfully, because my wife grew up, so when I moved and didn't meet my wife until the comic strip. I moved one town over, so she kept going in Park Ridge. I went to Cliff Lake in one town over.
Gotcha.
And lived in that house for our whole life. So now it's gone, but her brother still lives in Park Ridge. So
you get the vibe.
I
when
can
you
still
gotcha.
go. Like when my kids, and it was great. Like because we could go back to like, on Christmas Eve when Santa comes on the truck downtown
Yeah.
Park Ridge, and you put the kids on your shoulder. It was like
Clean living.
Clean living. And then my parents sold it and moved.
Ruined everything.
Yeah.
Ruined everything.
Rat bastards.
Yeah.
What was the name of that street that you grew up on?
Laurie Court.
Laurie Court.
That's
Lori.
Very classy.
I was doing a show in Florida. In Orlando like a month ago, and I sign books at the end of the show. I have, I write, so I do a book signing at the end. And there were these three women with these matching T-shirts with fluorescent something written on them. I couldn't tell what it was, And eventually they come up in the line, and it says, they all three had, I grew up on 9 Laurie Court.
No way.
It was the girls who lived in the house before we bought it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, back in I don't know, 76
Damn.
or 78,
Yikes.
something like that. They had grown up. It was the Ricardo kids. We're grown women making wacky T-shirts at my show.
I feel like every windowsill in this story has an apple pie cooler.
Yeah.
I know.
And a candle in it. Definitely some toboggans leaning up against the door. Man.
We did have a little hill in the back that we would sleigh ride down.
Of course.
The Ricardos were remembering it fondly until the Weinsteins put up pine trees and blocked us from going down the hill.
Yeah, old man Weinstein. Huh? He's still at it, I tell you.
Cold-hearted bastard.
A lot of baseballs in his yard.
Yeah.
You Papa kids, get out of here. What was the grocery store that your mom went to growing up?
The grocery store my mom went to when I was growing up, that would be ShopRite.
ShopRite's a fine establishment.
That's big.
ShopRite.
The street name, the grocery store, they tell us a little something.
Okay.
Where do you go now?
I go to Gelson's
Okay.
in Los Angeles.
Okay. You don't do that Air one?
I don't do the Erewhon. Gelson's is between the Ralph's and the Erewhon.
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It's like the Ralph's people think it's too expensive.
Sure.
The Air one people
it's,
think
you
it's
know.
garbage.
Yeah. Okay.
Not bad. How about the mall growing up? What was the name of that?
The Paramus Park Mall.
Not bad.
The Paramus Park Mall.
Mario's would be the local pizza joint.
Mario's was for my parents.
Okay.
We had Phil's.
Phil's.
Phil's in Montvale.
Not bad.
Yeah, Phil's.
How about the Chinese spot? What was the name of the Chinese place you guys would go to?
I don't remember the name of it.
Would you do Chinese food as a kid?
We would do Chinese food once in a while.
Okay.
We were more pizza and then Chicken Delight.
What's Chicken
Chicken
Delight?
Delight sounds all right.
Chicken.
I'm not gonna lie.
Still there.
Oh, really?
Still there, hauling out buckets of chicken.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Ooh, local fried
Ooh,
chicken
local
joint.
fried chicken.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, really good.
Hachi machi.
Yeah, really good.
Drink milk with dinner growing up?
Yes.
Really?
The time I saw my father laugh the hardest in his life, I was always funny and I was always trying to make people laugh, and he was tough to crack. But one day after practice of some sort, I poured myself a glass of milk and sat down at the table and took a swig, and it had chunks in it. Ooh. And I spit it up, and my father laughed for a week straight.
I respect that. I respect that.
I knew it was bad. Let you drink it anyway. Kevin, let's talk about that rocket money.
Love that rocket money.
Yeah, a lot of you bozos out there think you spend about $80 on subscriptions when you actually got about 200. Some of you don't even know about.
You guys are getting fleeced. You got the wool pulled over your eyes.
These bums are ripping you off, and sometimes they double charge you and you don't even know.
Yeah.
That's why Rocket Money can help you out.
Yeah, formerly known as Truebill, baby. The app shows you all of your subscriptions in one place and cancels whatever ones you don't want. Rocket Money can even find subscriptions you didn't even know you were paying for, which happened to me. I didn't know I got money out on the streets all over the place. Everybody's got their hands in my pockets.
Damn Planet Fitness.
To cancel any subscription, just press cancel, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Get rid of useless subscriptions with Rocket Money now. Go to rocketmoney.com/garbage. Seriously, it could save you hundreds of dollars a year, and who don't need a couple hundy every year? That's rocketmoney.com/garbage. Cancel your unnecessary subscriptions right now at rocketmoney.com/garbage. One more time, get a pen, get a pencil. rocketmoney.com/garbage today. Do it.
Kip, let's talk about Adam and Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about stuffing those stockings.
Stuffing a little more than stockings. Bring your turkey over here. I'll stuff that, too.
Gang, Adam and Eve is the best, man.
Yeah.
What a good time to explore than the
Yeah.
holiday season.
You started sticking your finger up your butt? Go to Adam and Eve. You can get 50% off almost any item you shove right up your ass.
It ain't no candy cane, I'll tell you that.
Cram whatever they got in there. Stick your pee-pee in something.
Yeah.
Do something. Get it going here.
It's a good time,
I
man.
got to get hit with a blowtorch just to move this thing. Guys, it's great. They sent it to us. I mean, I
got something up me right now. I don't know what to do.
I'm controlling it with my phone. Guys, you get a fleshlight for him, Benoit balls for her. Adam and Eve has it all. All package you need is discreet. It doesn't come and say, "Hey, there's a creep in 4B." It don't do that. Your mailman don't know what's happening, and he's probably on adamandeve.com. So go to adamandeve.com.
They're a shifty bunch.
Those postal workers are freaking naughty. Select any one item and use code GARBAGE. This is an exclusive offer, so be sure to support the show and use code GARBAGE. You get 50% off and free shipping. Go to adamandeve.com right now. Do it.
Now, my father and I bonded over food. I'll give you a little white trash.
Okay.
A little. He loved White Castle.
All right.
Loved White Castle. And it was our father bonding moment to sit in the winter in his car with like 50 White
burgers.
Castles all on the dashboard.
Keeping
and
it warm.
just come on, Tom, you can do it. Eat
That's
another.
funny.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty good. What was your first job?
My first job, I used to cut lawns.
Okay.
And I used to cut lawns and
on your own or for somebody?
on my own.
Really?
Yeah.
Whose mower would you use?
Our lawn boy.
All right.
Our green
All right,
lawn boy.
yeah.
There you go.
Pull handle, pull start.
You'd have to do your yard, I assume, too,
I had
right?
to do my yard too.
Okay.
Did he
My
wet
father
your beak
was-
for that at all? Did you get like $5 or whatever to do it?
I don't think from my father I didn't. I
Yeah.
think he
You got to do
was-
that one on a cuff.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was like, you're. I was so young. Like we had a hill in the back, and you had to mow it. I was so young that I had the top handle and my friend Keith
Had the middle.
had the middle handle.
2-man crew. He's got guys under him. He's
Got
managed.
employees.
To get it up the hill. Yeah. And I used to have a joke in my act early on. I don't know what the joke was, but it was about a real situation where my father, like if something got stuck, my father would be like, you with the small hand, put it in there and get the piece of wood out of there. And I'm like, I would never take my
Have
child's
a child reach in a
arms.
dark hole to get something sharp out.
Right, exactly, out of a spinning lawnmower.
There's different rules back then, baby.
Yeah.
Well, that was the first one, the first job, and then I worked landscaping for a friend who had like a landscaping company.
Gotcha.
And then I worked at Yugo Cars. Remember Yugo?
Yeah,
The Yugo.
Yugo.
They had a plant or a warehouse in like Mahwah, and which is the classic joke here today, gone to Mahwah. And,
Shout out to Mahwah,
Yeah,
baby.
Mahwah. And I used to work in there. That was kind of silly. And then I worked for UPS a little bit in high school.
Driving?
No, loading in the big tractor trailers.
Really?
Yeah.
So you worked all through high school. You're playing football.
Yeah.
The grades were good, I assume.
Grades were like C plus B minus.
Okay.
Whatever
Gets a degree, baby.
whatever would make whatever would keep me out of trouble.
Did you take the SATs?
I took the SATs.
You remember what you got?
1100.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Rider
Just
man
borderline.
right there.
Rider
Pretty
man.
good.
It got me into rider.
Yeah.
You said you played defensive end and fullback.
Yeah.
Were you playing both ways in every game?
Yeah.
Both sides of the ball, Tom?
Yeah. Well, we were a small school. You know, we're not that big.
He's playing every position. Throwing it to himself.
Papa drops back, throws to Papa. Papa with a great catch. Oh, tackled by Papa.
Kick it over to head coach Tom Papa. He's calling the game. too.
Folks, this is Tom Papa signing off.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's a goddamn. This guy's doing it
Head
all.
cheerleader.
Give me a T. Give me an O.
Oh, check out the games on Papa. Really got the squad going this year. Papa throws a flag. All right.
We got it. Papa gets it, all right?
Who's getting a high in the stands?
Think Papa's smoking a doobie underneath the bleachers there.
That Papa kid.
All right, here comes Officer Papa to arrest him. And having a nice big round of applause for Mayor Papa, everybody.
We'll be right back with more news from Papa
On your local Papa station. Man. Who would babysit you as a kid?
Bill. We had Susan Familari.
Oh, that's such a North Jersey babysitter name.
Yeah. Talk about a bullseye.
We got to watch her boyfriend get to second base with her through
That's
the,
something
That's what I'm talking
You'll never forget that.
through the basement window.
Oh yeah.
They thought they were being sly
And
on
you
the
guys went
beanbags.
outside.
And we went outside and around those little
That little window?
Yeah, that goes into the basement.
Yeah.
We all loaded up in there and we saw some boobage.
Yeah. Good for everybody involved in that story.
Everybody wins.
Everybody won in that story.
That's awesome. Shout out to her. How about the Papa family vacations? Where would you guys go? as a
Mostly the
youngster?
Jersey Shore.
Nice.
Whereabouts?
Long Beach Island.
Okay.
LBI, I know it very well.
LBI. Love it. Still go all
really?
the time.
We're outside of Philly, so we did South
We went
Jersey
further
Shore.
south.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
I'm a
Were you
wild
Jersey
man.
outside of Philly or
No.
No,
Pennsylvania?
PA, outside of Philly.
Got
Yeah,
it.
we'd go down to like Wildwood,
Sea
Sea
Isle,
Isle,
Right.
Avon, Ocean City, that kind of
Right,
stuff.
right.
Yeah. All right. Any trips to Disney World or Disneyland or anything
Yeah, we had a trip to Disney. I guess when I was like in, I don't know, maybe like 6th grade.
Did you fly or drive?
Flew.
Okay.
like that? Not bad.
Flew. Probably People's Express,
don't
something
even
like
know
that.
what that
Eastern
is.
Airlines.
I know Eastern Airlines,
Yeah.
and not for good reasons.
Yeah, those things went down.
They were, yeah.
I don't know them because they're hospitality.
Yikes. Yeah, yikes.
What was the family car growing up?
The family car, my mother drove She drove a Ford Pinto
Okay.
until those were deemed unsafe.
Yeah, weren't they exploding or something?
They
Or
were exploding.
yeah,
if someone would
Rear end
you,
yeah.
the whole thing would
The whole neighborhood went up.
Yeah. So she
There goes
upgraded
Mario's.
to a Chevy Chevette,
Nice.
Okay.
which was pretty good until the cat peed in the front carpet.
Man,
And
that'll ruin it.
It was so we had to cut the carpet out and just kept driving it for another couple of years with a metal bottom.
Sure.
And then my father had a bunch of different cars. You know, he had his motorcycle, but he also had like Buicks.
Okay.
You know, like
Big
the big
sedans,
sedans,
just a little
8-track,
Yeah.
big
Gotcha.
sedan, that
Bench
kind
seat
of
in the
thing.
front.
Bench seat in the front, in the early parts, but then it's they got classy.
Where was the motorcycle parked?
Motorcycle was usually parked in the garage in front of whatever car was pulled in. He would
Okay.
get it up against the wall,
All
or
right.
sometimes in between where the two cars go.
And was the cars ever parked on the grass or anything like that, or the motorcycle? Or
No.
Okay.
No.
He kept it tight.
Kept it tight.
He did. He kept the appearance of the house. You walk by the Papa's place. It's
Pretty tight. He
keep it
definitely had a I don't give a shit about the yard kind of vibe. He wasn't into. He lived in suburbia and worked corporate, but he wasn't wasn't his thing.
Right.
He took real pride that our mailbox was just a rusty stick with a rusty thing with broken. Like everyone had these real ornate in the
Sure.
neighborhood, you know, like the wood and the
keep the tax man off
the
your back.
name on it and all of that. My father he just really took pride in never upgrading his mailbox. It was kind of
This
his
guy sounds
FU,
all right.
his
Yeah.
FU to the neighborhood. And the landscaping, was left to me
Yeah.
Sure.
with my lawn boy. And everybody had like professional landscape and beautiful lawns, and ours was a disaster.
Okay. Pool in the backyard or no?
No pool.
No pool.
No
Community
pool.
pool? Where would you guys go swimming?
Community pool.
Nice.
The old mill.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's the
High
most
dive?
American name ever.
Yeah, it is.
Was
What's
there
that?
a high dive?
No.
No high dive.
No high dive. It was like a raft kind of situation. You just have to swim out to the diving boards off of not a raft, what's a floaty?
In the middle of the
A
pool?
dock, like a dock.
Was it a pool?
It was a pool. It's called the Old Mill Pool, but it was like part sand and then part concrete.
I'm
Damn.
so confused, but
Yeah.
that sounds all right.
Yeah.
And the diving board
It
was
was
in the
pretty
middle of
cool.
the pool?
And like out in the deep end, that's where the dock was with the diving board.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
With your dad's motorcycle, did you ever take it out joyriding?
No.
Can you ride one?
Yeah, I started riding when I
There it is,
graduated
the old
college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
all right.
that's old school. That's sweet.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Okay. That is like
Probably
very
a-
cool.
Yeah.
Hell of a snack bar at that place, I would imagine.
Not a great snack bar, but Fusco's, which was like a little general store, was like right up the street. So you could walk, squeeze yourself through the fence.
Yep. I did the same
Right?
thing. Yep.
And walk barefoot up to Fusco's, get your Funyuns and your Fritos,
Yeah.
and then come back.
Ooh,
yeah.
little slice of Americana right
Yeah.
there. Shout out to the Funyuns.
Yeah. What did you just ask before we went back to the old mill?
Motorcycle riding.
Oh, motorcycle. Yeah, no, I started riding when I was in graduated college. My father, because this was really just to keep my mother off of his back. She didn't really like that he rode a motorcycle all that much.
Sure.
And he would go on a trip every June. Him and his friends would go somewhere for like 2 weeks.
Ride out.
And
Really?
ride out and go to, like down to
Damn.
like anywhere in the country. And my mother did not like these trips. And,
Sure.
And if I had
In her head, he's out riding
if I-
with the Hell's Angels.
yeah, right,
You know?
exactly. And if I had started riding, then it would have caused a big problem for him.
Yeah, because she would have been like, look what you're doing.
Right,
Yeah.
you're influencing the child.
Yeah.
Leave the boy alone.
Who's going to cut the grass now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No
so-
sleeves on your shirt, smoking.
Right,
Hair's all
yeah.
greased up.
My father comes home, where's my bike? And so I started riding in college. And then I got a bike in this apartment where I was living. This guy had a garage with this Honda Hawk in there, a 550 Honda Hawk. So I bought it from him, and I started riding. And then I started going on the trips with them, with my father
That's
and
fun.
all that
Really?
stuff. Yeah, and I rode until my daughter was born, and then I stopped.
Like,
Packed
that's
it in.
Yeah,
Smart
Makes
guy,
sense.
man.
yeah.
He's all right.
There's not a lot of dirt on him so far. His dad seems a little, little wonky, but
He's
in a
old
good
school.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, in a good way. I like it.
When was the last time you were at an Olive Garden?
I probably went once by mistake, like in the
By mistake. I had to ask for direction. How do I get out of this part of town?
You like a little bit of the finer thing. You like to do things correct.
I do.
Right? You do.
I do.
You
yeah.
like to do things correct.
I like to do things correct, but it's been a long journey to get to correct.
Sure. No, I understand.
I grew up in New Jersey. I didn't really know from correct.
Right.
In some ways,
Sure.
So it's kind of I'm still learning how to kind of figure it out.
What mayo do you guys use at the house now? Do you have
Hellman's?
No Miracle Whip.
No, but Hellman's is not that big West Coast.
Right.
Something else.
Dukes or America's
Yeah,
Best.
so
or
you
whatever it is.
end up with some Miracle Whip sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, if you're in a jam.
He's
I
not
know.
happy
Not
about
by
it, though.
choice.
Yeah,
not
he's
by
not happy
choice.
about
It's a geography problem.
Where are you keeping the butter these days? Keep it on the counter or you keep it in the fridge?
We keep it on the butter. My wife is one that war. I used to
On
keep
the
it.
counter?
I used to keep it in the fridge.
Sure.
She wanted it on the counter, nice and soft.
Yep.
And I did Martha Stewart's show, and I was doing like a cooking segment with her, and I asked her, solve this.
We might finally. I mean, this is like what
Battle
this show
for
is
me.
based on.
Yeah.
This one question.
And I said, my wife likes to keep. Do you keep the butter in the fridge or on the counter? My wife keeps it on the counter. And Martha Stewart was chopping something. And she went, "Oh no, not on the counter."
Really?
And
Wait,
just,
what?
And just kept going away.
Shout out to Martha.
Yeah.
She
said-
keeps it in the fridge?
She keeps it in the fridge, and
Get outta
yeah, that's
here.
what she said. And then I thought, well, I win this argument. I got Martha Stewart on my
Yeah,
side.
of course.
But fast forward, it's
Still on the counter.
It's on the counter.
It's on the coffee table now, just to show you.
Sticks everywhere.
There you go. What kind of syrup are you using at the house? You have regular Mrs. Butterworth, or you guys use the good
Pure
stuff?
maple syrup, and it's my wife is really into it. I make a lot of bread. I bake sourdough
Sure.
bread.
I'm well aware.
And one of the things you can do with sourdough starter when you have extra is make sourdough waffles the next day. And so I make that stuff. But to be honest, I would probably take whatever syrup you got. But my wife is really hardcore maple syrup. Like if we're out places, it's an uncomfortable moment in the restaurant. If she asks for maple, or if they say they have it and they bring it and it's not, and we have no idea. The kids are like just about to pour it on their pancake. No, we will not have this.
I bet you Sunday breakfast at the Papa household is probably
I can feel it. I can
No.
feel the love. He's got a newspaper going.
Smell the coffee.
Fresh
going.
bread.
What kind
True.
of what kind of coffee you doing over there? French press? What do you like?
No, I'm doing pour over. I'm grinding beans and then doing the pour over because I'm the only one that drinks the coffee.
And
Well,
like-
actually, now my kids are drinking, but they have they use the
Keurig.
Nespresso.
Oh, no, okay,
the
yeah,
Nespresso. And my father, we had the one with the small, like espresso shots. My father, who comes to visit, likes more coffee, so we got the longer, the bigger
one.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what my daughter will make iced coffee with. But I like to just grind these really good beans, and then the pour overs, it's like in a cone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
no,
the
I
glass.
gotcha.
And
thing,
it takes
right?
a little bit, but it smells so good.
Real.
I got really into that one time of like I was researching how to chop you chop the beans in a certain way, you pour it a certain angle,
Yeah.
you stir it a certain direction for a different time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my OCD really kicked in.
Yeah.
Still sucked. I wasn't good at it.
Yeah, there was a New Yorker cartoon of somebody doing a pour over and the coffee machine's going, they'll be back.
Yeah, it's exactly what happened, dude. It was worse than Dunkin' Donuts when I was making.
Are you an espresso man after dinner? If you go out to a restaurant, will you have a nice espresso?
That is one of my it's one of my failings. I would love an espresso every night after dinner.
Sure, the caffeine.
But if I'll be up till 2.
Gotcha.
I'll lay down. I'll think I'm tired, and lights,
Yeah,
eyes just
clicks
pop
on.
open. It sucks. It's such a great moment. There's nothing better.
That and a Zambuca.
Oh, it's
What's
such
your,
a great moment.
Kip, Butcher Box.
Holidays.
Holiday season. What are you going to do? Get your meat at the grocery store like a loser?
That's what hobos do, I heard.
Yeah, no kidding. You
I'm
don't
a
know
gentleman.
You know where that's coming from. Gang, you want top quality meat? You want grass-fed? You want grass-finished? You want wild-caught?
Wild-caught.
You want free-range? You want delicious meat sent right to your door? You throw it right in the freezer when you're ready to use it? Do yourself a favor. Butcher Box for the holidays.
Yeah, baby. I've said a bajillion times, I love it. I was leaving the house today. My wife had a ground beef from Butcher Box out on the counter, defrosted. Come home to maybe some meatballs, 2, 3 of them.
They do that ground beef right.
Yeah, they do.
Delish.
You know why? Because they're Butcher Box.
Of course.
Guys, this holiday season is made better and tastier with Butcher Box. For a limited time, they're offering our listeners ground beef for life. There we go, baby.
Here we go again.
Running and gunning. 10% off your first order as well. Sign up today at butcherbox.com/AYG. Use code AYG to get 10% off your first box. That's butcherbox.com/AYG. Use code AYG to claim this deal. Do it. What's your drink of choice if you're going out to dinner?
If I'm going out to dinner,
And do you like a cocktail? You like a cocktail?
I start with a martini,
Of course he does. I want to be Tom Papa.
Look, I love my dad, but if you need another kid,
I am down. This guy's all right.
He starts with a martini. That means it changes.
We're just starting. We're just getting.
And I don't think he's going to Bud Lights either.
Let me get a Tecate after this. Something room temperature, please.
Okay.
Vodka martini.
I start off with a Kettle One martini, straight up dry with olives.
Nice.
Which means very little vermouth.
Of course.
If I'm making it at home.
He's a martini man himself.
If I'm
dirty. I love them dirty.
Yeah, I don't really go dirty.
Love it.
But I'm not opposed.
Sure.
I'll go.
I'm a dirtbag. You're all class.
Even your drinks are dirty.
I'm drinking olive juice. 2 maraschino cherries.
If I'm starting at home, if at home, I'll
Starting at home? Wait, what do you mean? You guys, so
No,
you
I
and the
mean-
wife are going out to eat. You're going to have a cocktail at the house before you go?
Nah, it depends how long she's taking.
Love
Depends
that.
how long she's taking.
Love that.
But I'll.
Oh, man. You're the best, Tom.
He's all right.
Really. I'm so happy.
I'll put the vermouth over the ice, shake it a little bit,
Sure.
dump it, and that's all the vermouth I'll use. Then it's Kettle One, and then the olives.
You have a setup at the house? You have a nice bar at the house?
Just like
Area, section,
area
yeah.
where all the alcohol is.
That's pretty cool. It's not in a globe, is it?
It's not in a globe, but there is a globe across from it.
You have a globe in your house?
My wife found this globe.
Holy shit! We've been asking that question forever. You're the first one.
It's
ever
in
had one.
in the dining area, which is right off the kitchen. We have the alcohol over there, and then she found this globe, like a stand, and it actually has a light. It has you can light it up at night and have the globe light up.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
pretty cool.
do you have a golden retriever that brings you slippers when you walk in the house?
The birds follow you around.
Man. I was going to ask him if he ever skied in jeans.
What's the last bootleg you bought? Jesus Christ!
Damn.
This guy's something. How do you feel about the rotisserie chicken?
I like a rotisserie chicken.
Okay.
I'm the only meat eater in the house.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
both daughters and my wife don't eat meat. So I eat meat, and then now that we have these dogs, we have a black lab and a pug, and they get very excited. Like if I'm grilling or something,
Sure.
They're in, yeah.
they're to the point where like the first move is just taking the metal spatula or the tongs
And
out
they're-
of the thing, and they're like
Something's
on
happening.
it. They're like, all right, where are we going?
I know what's coming
What's
next.
up? What's up? We're going downstairs, and we're gonna grill, and we're gonna come back up the stairs, and we're gonna cut it.
I would love to know what your refrigerator looks like on the inside. I bet you it's spotless. It's bright.
It
clean.
gets a little out of hand,
Yeah?
but
What are we talking?
one of my big things when I travel and then come back, I go through and take all the old stuff out. I like to
do?
kind of keep it orderly, yeah. But it's
What kind of fridge are we working with? Sub-Zero?
Sub-Z? What do we-
Sub-Zero.
Of course.
Yeah.
Is it the stainless steel on the outside?
Yeah.
No, it's the one with wallpaper on it.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes these classy guys, they cover them up with the wood
I
panel.
know. You don't even know it's there. How about the oven? What's the oven?
George Foreman.
That's a
Viking?
Viking. Yeah. Yeah. That's
good.
where all the bread comes from. Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of grill you working with outside?
It's a built-in Weber
into
thing.
the
Yeah.
Weber?
Yeah.
Love
So
a
there's
Web.
like a little island out there?
There's gas, so you don't have to switch out propane or anything.
Nice.
It's just
You got hardwired
Hardwired.
hardline gas in there.
Yeah.
This guy's,
Yeah,
what are we
it's
doing
pretty
here?
good.
Do you have a pool at the house now?
yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
In
Salt
ground?
water?
In ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Salt water?
Not
fresh
salt water.
Okay.
Fresh. It's not really fresh. It's,
Yeah, sure. It's chlorinated water.
toxins. Yeah.
I would expect that from the Papa household.
Yeah, all natural.
Just get yourself a cup of water out of the pool. It's all Fiji water.
That's another thing. If we do go to your house right now, we come in and you offer us water. What would that water be?
The water comes from the little filter thing in the sink.
On the sink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Anyone in your family still have an AOL email address?
I do.
You do.
Whoa.
I kept my old AOL for my junk.
Okay.
That's
If
smart.
I ever need
That's
to have to
tactical.
log in or they need an email, that's the one they get.
Oh, there you go.
It's not the
The only acceptable answer, I'll give you that.
right.
We've had some guests that we're going to send to you like a Scared Straight program.
Yeah.
So you can reform them.
Yeah, because it is reform. Like I said, this is
It's
learned.
calculated. Yes,
This
it's
is learned.
Yeah.
This is growing. You're missing a period where
It wasn't great.
Where Tommy Salami lived.
Oh, talk to me about Tommy Salami.
These are the single days, I presume.
Yeah, this is like after college, like going
Early
to going
20
to college,
college.
going to Ryder until until probably you graduate. 93 I got into comedy, so I graduated high school in 86. So like 86 to 93.
Early 20s, late teens.
Yeah, where I was free to act on my own.
Sure.
With all I had known about the world growing up in New Jersey. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to get back to so you said you start with a martini, then what?
Yes.
And what calculates the next move?
All right, so if we're out and the guy comes over, Kettle One martini straight up with olives dry. Then they have that.
Now you're perusing the menu. You're looking.
You're perusing the menu, but
Will you throw some apps in to get things going?
Yeah, definitely.
You like to put a pause on that. You don't give them the whole order.
No, I like to slow them down.
Cool.
I like to slow them down, cool off. We're gonna be here a while,
Buddy.
We don't. I don't need you putting the entree on top of my grilled calamari.
Grilled calamari.
I didn't even know they made that.
What the hell?
Do you like oysters? Are you an oysters
Love
guy?
oysters.
Cold seafood tower from Mr.
Ooh,
Papa?
yeah,
No, I
that'd
like
be
some
nice.
hot. Shut up, idiot.
That'd
You're
be
embarrassing me. Me and Tom are getting out of here.
As opposed to the hot dripping tower.
You ever have clam strips?
I went to my cousin's kid's wedding in New Jersey at like one of these banquet hall places, and it was full on Italian. The appetizer room
Oh, I like that. I like the sounds of that.
had a prosciutto tower.
Holy shit.
It was a tower like a wedding cake with just draped prosciutto hanging
God.
off the
That's
side.
like Valhalla for
It
me.
was amazing.
The eye rolls you must throw at comedy club food.
I do the ha-ha chicken fingers and
Yeah.
All
Those
right.
are dark days.
I like the dinner thing. So we're at dinner.
So we're at dinner.
You're gonna get some apps. You're gonna look over the menu.
We're gonna have the cocktails the first round.
Okay.
The martini's done. Usually slide into red wine of some sort.
Nice.
Some
Do
sort.
you know red wine? Do you know wine decently
Yeah,
enough?
I've learned it. Yeah, I've learned it. It's-
sure.
And who's picking?
Yeah.
Say you go out with another couple. Is Tom running the show?
Depends who I'm with.
Right.
Depends who I'm with. If it feels like
I would imagine it's got to be
know-
somebody pretty classy for you to give up the reins.
Yeah, I've got some classy, shiny friends.
Okay.
Friends with Jerry for crying out loud.
Some people know their way around, and I'll let them
Fall
do
back
it.
and let them drive the bus.
Yeah, but if
I
it's-
respect that.
But if it's me with my family or my pals, then I'm on it.
You're calling the
and I've
shots.
I've got from a couple. Have you ever heard of Jim Harrison, the writer Jim Harrison?
No.
He's died, but he used to write all these articles for Esquire.
Okay.
All about food. He was a monster. He would just eat and drink everything. I really recommend it. A Really Big Lunch is one of the things that he wrote.
Okay.
It's a compilation of all his essays, and he just lived. He just ate, and he died like he had like gout and heart
Sure,
problems.
yeah,
and
of course.
died at, like,
All the problems
in
are
his
just eating
70s.
everything all the time.
But I learned wine from him. Like he pointed me in the direction of
Really?
Italian and French wines. and I use that like kind of as the guide.
It was like a
Sure.
roadmap.
He's just like, and he's also like hunts and lived in Michigan, and was just like this like man's man, but loved really good wine. So I use that as kind of my little
like that.
roadmap, and so I know my way around at least the areas. You know, I'm not going to know every label, that kind of stuff.
Do you go heavy? Do you go expensive, or do you like something sensible?
If we're out, like I'll go like 150, like for you know what I mean. Like if I'm
Sure.
splurging.
That ain't no Sutter home.
Because you got to
Leave the
figure,
box.
you got to figure whatever you're paying is usually double what you'd
Sure.
buy, right?
Yeah.
So you know, if we're out celebrating or whatever, you know,
Yeah,
$60
sure.
bottle of wine, but you're really paying 150 out of
yeah.
it. That'll. But normally I try and like, I don't want to drink garbage. Like
Gotcha.
red wine that's garbage is going to hurt you. Like
Yeah,
the
the next
next
day,
morning's
yeah,
going to be
it's
pretty
tough.
shitty.
True.
Yeah.
You share the apps with the table, or are you an individual app guy?
Depends on the place.
Huh.
Depends on the place. And also, like I said, I'm the only meat eater.
True.
Right.
So if I want to, you know,
Then it is all yours by default.
right, exactly.
There you go.
If you
Yeah.
were going to die tomorrow and you could have one meal, where would you go? Anywhere in the world.
Oh man, I'm torn because I feel like my roots say I should go full Italian, right? Like I should go to like my favorite Italian spots, but the pure desire is Steakhouse. Yeah, like Del Frisco's or someplace like that where you just
Del Frisco's Double Eagle.
oh yeah,
It's all right.
Nothing wrong with it.
Oh boy,
You know Gallagher's here in the city?
yeah, I love Gallagher.
We're a Gallagher's family.
Yeah,
That's-
love. I haven't
any-
been there in years.
It's really
Home
still
run.
top notch. It's
Yeah.
really good. The
When-
service is impeccable.
Those guys are great.
It's
They're
like you have
professionals.
two career waiters.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
They're like 55-year-old dudes.
I'm
and
going.
they kill it.
I'm going Old Homestead on Friday.
Nice.
Yeah,
I haven't been yet, but I hear good things.
It's good. It's good. I go with my. I get my high school friends together every
Nice.
Christmas area. I'm in charge of all these dinners.
Yeah.
Right.
This guy's a fucking event planner.
I get all the high school people together.
You
and,
take them all out, or everybody chip in?
No, everybody chips in.
Okay.
And we go to the Old Homestead.
Nice.
Yeah.
Will you be handling the ordering for that?
I usually let my pal Brian do the appetizers, and there
Okay.
will be a tower involved.
Sure.
Usually.
Yeah.
There will be, but those things you really get pretty raked over the coals. You get raped in those places.
Yeah, they're
Sure.
tough.
But you just go for it. But yeah, like the steak house nights,
Love them. They're my favorite.
last meal of your life, I'd probably do that.
Yeah, something else.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Oh,
Give me the
best.
porterhouse in a fucking Manhattan. Call it a day.
Yeah.
Are you flossing every day?
I'd say every other to third day.
Okay. What kind of toothbrush are we working with? Electric? Regular?
Regular.
Regular.
Yeah.
Toothpaste?
Toothpaste, yeah.
Thanks, we're all dogging it.
Who have you had on this show?
Bert Kreischer.
I use cheese whiz, fatty. What do you think? No, what kind? What are you rocking?
Usually Crest
Not bad.
from the old days.
Mouthwash
Something
guy?
that says whitening but doesn't.
Sure.
That's how they get you.
That's all of them.
Yeah.
Are you a mouthwash guy?
I do like a nice old school Listerine.
Okay.
Uh,
What color?
I'll take the brown
Really?
because it just looks in.
God damn.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
it's-
wild, dude.
It looks pretty
It's
nasty.
like Geritol.
But I gotta say, I don't replenish it as often. Like,
I know.
Okay.
I always start. I'm like, I'm gonna be a mouthwash guy every day. And
Yeah,
it just doesn't last.
I know. I don't understand why.
Are you a cologne guy?
A little bit.
Little spritz or something?
A little spritz once in a while.
You know what you're using? What are you rocking?
Yeah, I don't.
Just something at the house?
Something at the house. Yeah.
Whatever
someone-
was there when I bought the place.
someone-
Whatever the other guy liked.
The Carnucci's left it here.
The Ricardis.
the Ricardos.
Whatever old man Ricardo's is using. Old bottle of English leather.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it.
How about
It's pretty
deodorant?
good.
What do you use?
I use Menon unscented.
Pretty classy.
Have
Yeah,
you ever
no
worn
scent.
Stetson or Brute?
No.
Okay.
What are you shaving with?
Either Barbasol if I'm on the run,
Okay.
or
love that
Kiehl's if I've got the time.
And we're just using regular
Razors.
Bic razors?
Really, Gillette.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bic razor. You think this guy's using a
I don't
fucking
know.
Bic
He's
razor?
old school.
Hmm.
How about the shower? You pee in the shower?
In a fix.
Really?
In a real.
You gotta be jammed up.
You got to be really like, oh, this came on quick, or I don't know exactly what the scenario, but it's very infrequent. But if push comes to shove,
You'll
Gotta
make
do
it
it.
I'm
happen.
in there. Yeah.
Man, this guy's bulletproof. You brushing your teeth in there at all?
In the shower?
Yeah.
No.
What's that? Come on, man. Get a fucking gentleman here.
This is the kind of guy who meets a president and then tells you they got a weak handshake.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Do you sneak snacks into the movie theater?
No. I'll buy. I like the.
The process of buying
Yeah,
it. It's a
that's
full
why you're there.
enjoyment, of course.
Yeah.
What's your go-to?
My go-to is the popcorn, like bigger than I need.
Okay.
Sure.
And then either M&Ms or Raisinets.
Raisinets.
Raisinets, ditch them into the popcorn.
This guy's all right.
Pour them in.
Yeah.
And if you would, do you like soda? Would you have a soda?
Not usually. Maybe a Diet Coke
Okay.
once in a while, but yeah, in the theater probably water.
You cigar but water.
Yeah.
All right.
What was it?
Classiest thing I ever heard in my life. Water at the
Dude,
movies.
water at the
Holy
fucking. That's
shit.
fucking nuts, dude. Jesus Christ.
My God.
What was the last book you read?
The last book I read was a Jim Harrison called Wolf.
Okay.
Called Wolf.
Do you read regularly?
I do.
You do. You're
Yeah.
reading something right now?
He writes books.
Yeah. Right now I'm reading James McCourt called The Passenger.
Huh.
Yeah. He was the guy that wrote The Road. You ever see that movie, The Road?
Yeah, with Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah.
Okay.
The book is even creepier. It's post-apocalyptic. Him and his son just like walking through Pennsylvania, pretty much.
I'm out.
On abandoned highways, and it's so real, and creepy.
You have a TV in the bedroom?
I do, but it's there for my wife to watch while I'm on the road.
Gotcha.
I don't turn it on when I'm there.
So when you guys are getting ready to go to bed, will you read before you guys go to bed?
Just no. Usually I'll read a little bit while she's getting ready. She's slower getting in.
Okay.
But I'm usually pretty tired by the time we get down there.
You're right out.
Yeah.
Have you ever bought the floor model of a TV or an appliance?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
What are you whipping around
Wouldn't be
LA?
opposed to it.
What are you whipping around LA in? What kind of car do you got?
Tesla. I have a Tesla and a Volkswagen, 1967 Volkswagen.
You do. You got an old school one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet.
It's pretty cool.
Guys, fucking
Are
bullet.
we flying first class
Yeah.
for the most part?
For the most part, yeah.
TSA pre-check?
Yeah.
Clear?
Clear. Yeah.
When'd you get your passport?
My passport not until like probably 95, 96.
After you started comedy?
Yeah, after I started comedy.
Okay.
The first trip overseas was going to Amsterdam to perform.
Perform.
Yeah.
Have you and the wife been around the world a little bit? Have you guys traveled?
We've traveled. We've hit some big spots, but not that much.
Okay. What's a Papa family vacation like?
A lot of it's been going to the Jersey Shore. We fly back and we see the
Really?
family.
Love that.
We see the family.
Keep 'em old
we get
school.
together with my sisters and their kids, and
Nice.
and we go down to the Jersey Shore.
Huh.
We've been to Italy. We've been to Africa, Hawaii. Those are like the big ones.
Okay.
But we're not a family that like
You're not doing like a
travels
big
all the
trip
year.
every year.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. Who's cutting your hair?
Now it's Barber King in Studio City.
Barber King.
Barber
What's
King.
that run you?
It's $40,
And
which
what do you-
seems ridiculous
What
for
do you
how
tip
much
on
hair
top
I have.
of that? Yeah.
Usually 10.
Okay.
Good. $50 out
It's
the
all
door.
cash.
Yeah.
It's all cash.
Are you a cash guy?
Tip cash.
You gotta tip
You gotta
cash.
tip cash.
Can't be
You
asking
tip
for the
cash at
Venmo.
the
I
restaurant?
stopped
too?
at the ATM. No, I stopped at the ATM on the way up here because I have a guy
You're gonna
driving.
tip us? All right. Tom, you
There
didn't
you go,
have to.
fatty. You're a good kid.
Based on the name of your program, I thought this might be a situation where you got to throw a couple,
How many
a couple
of bucks
20s.
to get out of here?
We put a bucket up on the table. Huh? Little something for the effort.
Optional for the holidays.
I start ringing a bell.
Have you ever left a bad Yelp review?
No.
Have you ever smoked a pipe?
Yes.
Really?
I just ordered a new pipe.
Really? You have a pipe?
I don't smoke the pipes as much as use them as a prop.
Okay.
They're kind of a pain in the ass to smoke.
Wait, what do you mean as a
and,
prop? Like
I'll just walk around with it.
What?
Walk around the house with it. Point at people. Make a point.
yeah.
You're fired.
Talk down to my wife.
Yeah.
You know what
If
I mean?
I were you, I would maybe take the garbage
Cleaning it?
out.
Yeah.
Talk to the dog in a British accent.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're,
sure.
you're wiser with a pipe. Everybody with a pipe tends to be wiser,
Yeah.
I feel.
It's a fine line between douchier and wiser.
Sure.
You know?
You get massages regularly,
Not regularly.
but you'll like one.
I do like one. They are actually very helpful.
Oh, they're great.
But there is a part of me when I'm like in a resort or something on the road and I've got a day to kill and I'm looking at the spa menu and it's like $200.
They're always
for-
so
Sure.
expensive.
so expensive. And I just picture my father going, "What are you doing?" You know?
Scratch your back against the wall and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Will you do mani-pedis?
No.
No mani-pedis. All right.
You know how to use chopsticks.
Yes.
When you're getting dressed in the morning, do you put your pants on, then your socks, or your socks and then your pants?
Usually socks then pants. Whoa. Because a lot of the jeans are a little more tapered now.
Sure.
So
Tighter leg.
Tighter
the
legs.
socks
So
on.
getting the sock up there after. So I've been going more sock than.
Okay.
Can I just say this is the greatest podcast of all time?
Cut it, print it, Tom. We don't need you anymore.
I love this podcast.
All right, let's say you're getting. Oh, what kind of shower are you working with? Glass door,
Glass door
full door, like it closes, or like it's.
closes.
Okay.
Is there a separate tub, like a jacuzzi pool?
There's a separate tub.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys have a jacuzzi out in the back by the pool, too?
No, we don't. It's been
Huh.
that's been a debate. It's like you can get one from Costco
You're not.
on the
I
deck
can't let you do that.
for $5,000.
Toby, cut this.
I've got
doing?
I've got some friends that just did that.
Sure.
And my wife's like, no, we're not doing that.
Thank
And-
God, there's some fucking level headedness over
you
there.
would
But
need
to
to add
build
on-
it into the pool
a
was
lot.
like
You would need to do-
30 grand.
Sure, but that's the way Tom Papa's got to go with
Yeah.
the little waterfall.
Tom Papa can't do the Costco hot tub.
I know, but Tom Papa hasn't been in a hot tub in 7 years.
Tom Papa needs a hot tub, baby.
Tom Papa's shoulders are sore. What
Papa
are we
likes
doing?
a tub. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the credit card situation? Amex, rocking an Amex?
Amex,
Nice.
MasterCard,
Discover card?
no Discover.
Diners Club.
No Diners.
Did you ever have one back in the day?
I didn't. I liked all the jokes about them.
I still do.
Call me old school.
I come from a different
Give me a
club,
good
baby.
Pan Am joke and I'm in. How many suits you got at the house?
Well, it's kind of a weird thing. I've got probably 8 suits, but I don't wear full suits.
Guy's the president.
I don't wear full. I don't wear full suits that often anymore because it's just something about the baggy pants looks more like. I always think I'm Cary Grant, and I'd see myself and it look like I'm selling
Sure.
like aluminum siding or something.
What are you performing in nowadays?
So
'Cause you're a
have-
classy guy.
I've got like probably 12 jackets,
Okay.
not suits, just different style
jackets.
jackets. Yeah.
Okay.
Who shops? Like, who put that together? Did you buy all
I,
that
bu-
stuff?
I do all my shopping.
So,
You got 12 jackets.
Yeah. So I do all my own shopping.
do?
I pick it all out. Yeah, I figure
What
it
kind of
all
stores you?
Yeah,
what
where
kind
you
of stores
going?
You a Brooks Brother kind of guy?
out. Brooks Brothers in a pinch on the road at
In
the
a
airport.
pinch.
You could you need a shirt. There's like reliable Brooks Brothers. I like Brooks Brothers like classic kind
Sure.
of stuff.
stuff is so good.
Yeah, it's so
Their
like
T-shirts, man.
their T-shirts are great. They're just they're dress shirts. Like I found one like white dress shirt that's like you can't miss. You know?
Well, you just buy like 10 of them then, so you have them.
I
type
did,
thing?
yeah.
love
Yeah.
that. That's
How many
that's
days a
pro
week
move.
would you wear a collared shirt, would you say?
I
3-4 days on average?
yeah.
You got a collared shirt on.
Collared shirt, but like like a polo. Does that count? Does a polo
What, this?
count?
That doesn't.
It's a
that-
bowling shirt.
It's got a collar.
That's
You
a
got
bowling
collar.
and Hawaiian T-shirt somehow.
Yeah, but I would count that. I would
Okay.
count that.
Okay. Well, I put this on because you were coming. I'm trying to get a job here, Tom.
We have a wedding to go to after this. Kidding me? Damn.
Yeah.
Is there ever a day where you won't shower? Like if you're just like, I don't have anything, or you're like, you wake up in the morning, get it going, shower, the
Yeah.
whole nine.
Yeah.
You're never just like laying around like, I'll catch you tomorrow.
No.
You working out? What are you doing?
Yeah, Peloton.
You do
Peloton.
This guy needs an award from J.D. Power and
I
Associates.
know, man. You're killing it, dude.
sharpest comedian in the world.
But it keeps me sane. It's really for my brain.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you own any cufflinks?
I do own cufflinks, but don't own the shirts that use the cufflinks.
Okay.
Don't have, the French cuff.
Yeah, the big
French
French
cuff?
cuff. That's a lot.
Have you been to France?
I have been to France, but just to Cannes, where they were doing like some TV event,
Okay.
and I had a show at the time. We had to go over there.
Damn, you've been to Cannes.
Yeah, I've been to Cannes. I've never been to Paris.
You read the paper in the morning.
I get the New York Times
You do?
every day.
Do you read it every day?
Not really. A lot of days I throw it away at the end of the day.
But do you get the actual paper?
But I
not
get
on
the paper. I like walking out, getting the paper. I like seeing how news is laid out. Like
Okay.
on our phones, it's like up to me to decide what's important.
Sure.
And
You get to scan
I like
this
to
way.
see like where the weight is, like what's important to them, and
So you get
and
the
I
time.
like holding the paper.
I bet you look great reading the newspaper.
He looks down.
God,
He looks
I
down
bet you
over his
look
glasses.
Fantastic.
I know.
On a nice sunny day, sitting at the breakfast nook, some fresh fruit on the table, the dog sleeping at your feet, and you got a fresh Times cracked open.
that is a you're describing what I think about all the time.
Man.
That's a nice moment.
How do you take your eggs?
Oh my God, that's a great question.
Over lightly easy. Does that make
Over
it-
lightly easy.
Yeah, like you wanted over, but just for a second.
What would be your classic breakfast? You like to go simple, couple over easy eggs, some bacon or whatever?
Yeah, I don't make a lot of bacon since I live with all these veggies.
Sure.
It's kind of like a big thing. I usually, like if I'm sitting and like have some time, it would be either my sourdough toast with 2 eggs,
Okay.
coffee.
How good is that sourdough?
Yeah, that sourdough is legit.
Damn.
It's legit.
This guy's all right.
You're legit, dude.
Yeah.
It's his own bread.
I mean, what are we doing here? We're not gonna catch him with a sucker punch in the last round here. What are we doing? I mean,
Have you ever crashed
have you
a
ever
golf?
killed a guy? I don't know. I mean,
Now we're talking.
Have you ever crashed a golf cart?
I don't think I've crashed one. I've taken one. I've
Eaten it
gotten
up a
air.
little
I've gotten air.
are you a golfer?
He still likes to have a little fun, huh?
Not a complete asshole. What are we talking about here?
I've gotten there.
I'll catch some air. Huh?
Do you do karaoke?
Never.
Yeah, man. His fucking
Do you own a bird?
No.
any lizards, snakes ever at any time in your life?
Yes, during that period after college, my friend gave me.
Tommy
my friend
Salami.
was real, and Tommy Salami.
Tommy Salami days?
My friend
Tommy Salami and a python.
was into boa constrictors and gave me a boa constrictor.
Whoa.
And it started as a little baby and it was kind of cute, and then it just grew in the fish tank. And every time I'd walk by, it would strike at the glass.
Oh,
I'm
fuck
like,
that.
This, and you have to give it live rodents. I'm like, this has got to go back.
Coming home to this?
It's a return policy on this thing.
Yeah, I wasn't comfortable with it.
What was your first concert?
Van Halen
Holy shit.
The
at
Ridge
the Garden.
David Lee Roth?
David Lee Roth. Jump.
Holy
at
shit.
the Garden.
Yeah.
Wow.
84 was the album? What was it called? 84?
I think so.
1984.
1984.
Yeah.
Panama, Jump.
But yeah, Jump.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
At the fucking.
David Lee Roth. Eddie Van Halen. Pretty
Not
great.
Van Hagar.
Damn.
Not the Van Hagar.
Any trophies currently on display in your home?
No.
Okay.
Of mine? No.
Yeah.
Will you get cash back when you make a purchase at a store?
No.
Oh man, the look in his eyes when he processed that question. I almost said I thought he was gonna hit you.
No. I mean, I have to be really. I gotta
You gotta be jammed up.
I have to have a lot of time to
Okay.
be like, you want to give me your CVS number? Do you want
Yeah.
to give me your movie theater number? No, I don't. I want this to go quickly.
I'm the same way.
What kind of luggage are you using?
I've got a Toomey wheelie bag with a
course he
Toomey
does.
backpack that goes on top of it.
That's like a pilot.
Like
That's
a
what
pilot.
they have. They have like the stack on.
Yeah.
Will you take your shoes off on the plane?
Never.
Will you bring food on the plane?
Never. Well, if I've been coach,
If I'm back there with the animals, or
if I'm back there with
Bring
them,
some feed to throw around.
I gotta acclimate myself.
Here's some old bread. You animals.
Can't let them smell the money on me.
I gotta bring food back there so they won't bite me. But I won't bring, like, if you're in coach, you need to bring your food because they're not going to give you food.
Yeah.
But I won't bring anything cooked.
Gotcha.
It's something dry.
Power bar,
Sure,
some
course,
nuts, maybe some
course.
Cheez-Its, that
Can't
kind
be
of
rolling
thing.
on with a Shake Shack burger.
No,
or like Chinese food. Or
there's
something.
other people on the plane.
And
I'm
then
not bringing food, smelly food on the plane.
People do it.
You
man.
like a
They
Cheez-It?
do it. I love a Cheez-It.
This guy's all right.
Love a Cheez-It. That's my weakness in the airport. Cheez-Its. The wall of Cheez-Its, forget it.
Do you check out at the hotel? Will you stop and check out or just walk out?
Never.
Of course.
Never.
Why
I was
waste
told to only
time?
do that internationally, so they don't steal your identity.
Yeah, maybe international. I don't travel internationally too often. But yeah, I usually just walk.
Have you ever had breakfast in bed?
Not really.
You ever made breakfast in bed for the missus?
Yeah, early when the girls were little. But then I had a joke about that in my act. It's like on Mother's Day, that it's like a torture. It's like you're pinning her down with this tray.
Yeah, you can't
with, like,
move. Yeah.
shitty eggs and uncooked toast that the kids made. Happy Mother's Day.
Fruity Pebbles in the eggs.
I'll be at the diner with the kids.
You ever buy clothes and then wear them and return them?
No. That's a bad habit, though. But Goodwill gets them.
Do you have a favorite candy bar?
Butterfinger.
Really?
Yeah. I know it's not popular.
No, it's pretty good.
That's all right though.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's kind of forgotten.
Ever been to a Renaissance fair
Once.
for school? Like when and why?
In the Tommy Salami days, went with my
Yeah.
girlfriend
Okay.
and a couple friends.
That's fun and kitschy.
Saw it, ate the turkey leg, never
Sure.
went back.
Okay.
Ever written your name in wet cement?
Yes.
Will you buzz the attendant on a flight
Will I buzz the attendant? Yeah.
if you need something?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you like to have a cocktail on the plane?
I had a double buzz last week.
What?
Lay it on
What
me.
happened?
It's a lot. I don't want to be the guy double buzzing.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I buzzed, and 5 minutes go by.
You double buzz because they didn't.
I had been
come.
asleep, and I woke up. I needed something. I'm in the fancy seats.
If you're paying $3,000 to get to Cleveland, you can double buzz. You know what I mean? Those tickets ain't cheap.
Eventually, you hit him with a you.
And buzzed, and nobody came. So I turned it off, waited a minute, and then hit the double buzz. And I know the guy next to me is watching me double buzz.
Like, who's
Sure.
get a load of this Tom Papa double buzz it?
Who's this guy? But I needed water or whatever I needed.
Sure.
So it was a
I don't
double
hate
buzz. A little out of character, but yeah.
The fact that you recognize that shows
It means
how
it's class.
classy
Yeah,
you are.
yeah.
It's crazy. Are there magnets on the fridge at your house?
The outside of that fridge is not magnetic.
Really?
So there's a couple taped up pictures of the kids at school things. Yeah.
I assume all the cooking gear, the cooking utensils, all that stuff is all top shelf. Like, do you have those the croissant things? What are they called?
Crucettes.
You
got those?
Croissants.
Those are. I have two of them. That's what the bread gets baked in.
Really?
Yeah, because you have to create steam.
Right.
So you put the dough once it's all done. You put it in there and you spray it with water and put the lid on it.
Do you have a pizza cutter at the house?
Yes.
Of course he does.
Nice set of knives, I assume.
Yes.
Not bad.
Just got sharpened. I found a new knife sharpening guy.
You have a knife
got a
sharpening
guy?
guy?
Yeah, I found a guy that comes and sharpens your knives.
To the house?
He pulls up in his Prius. He doesn't get out of the car. It was either the options were drop it at his mom's house. This is actually
This got less classy
Yeah,
somehow.
what the fuck?
you're actually reminding me. Like he
still got my knives.
He asked me to leave a Yelp review because he was good. He came up. I gave him the knives. He came back the next day and handed me the knives through the window. He doesn't get out of the car, and they're all nice and sharp. And his thing was, will you give me a nice Yelp review? And I was like, okay. And then I went on it, and the Yelp review wants to use my email.
Yeah.
Hit it with the AOL?
And maybe I think I have to get like a new account
Sure.
to do it, and I haven't done it. I feel bad.
Gotta
now.
get them.
I got to get
You
it.
live and breathe off those fucking off those Yelp. Have you ever left a bad Yelp review?
No. I've never left.
This
good
guy's
or
flawless.
bad.
I mean, what are we doing
You
here?
pop anybody else's pimples?
Never.
Never. Scratch your back with a fork?
Not a fork. Door jam.
Nice.
Get in there.
There's an old back scratcher that my grandmother had that's in my office.
Really?
Yeah, in the closet. It's an
Man,
old
that office
bamboo
is
thing.
Nice. A lot of books in that office. Nice desk.
Good. Yeah, good amount of books.
Can you play chess?
Yes.
Man.
I don't
What
have
kinda-
people to play with though.
Huh.
You ever play by yourself?
No, I've tried on like the phone or that
The
kind of
app or
thing,
whatever,
but
yeah.
That's pretty sharp.
What kind of air freshener you got in the Tesla?
no air freshener.
Any eating
All
or drinking in the
natural.
car allowed?
When I would drive the kids to school once in a while, they would bring something in, but it was very
But you would never go to the drive. You would never do the White Castle move that you and your dad did.
not
No.
not in the car. The car's pretty pristine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will you go to the drive-thru? Will you have a fast food every once in a while or no?
The only one is In-N-Out. I
course.
stopped going
Sure.
when I was in college. Was when McDonald's was kind of catching a lot of shit, and I never went back to fast food after that.
Really?
So like even on the road, I won't go.
In-N-Out doesn't really count. That's a little bit.
That's a little bit,
Yeah.
It's like Shake Shack.
Yeah,
Sure.
right, exactly.
Man,
Yeah.
I want to find a hole. Do you have any fireworks at the house?
No, but I
If they
would,
were,
I
they'd
would
be
take them.
professional. Yeah.
See if the knife guy has any on him next time. He sounds like he knows a guy.
Yeah.
Any nunchucks, Chinese stars, anything like that?
No.
You do karate in public?
Do you want to?
As a joke.
Will you eat a hard-boiled egg in public?
Yeah.
You would?
I'll get because the Starbucks
Okay.
protein pack thing.
yeah.
It's got an egg in it.
Can't even fault you for that. Jesus. You got nothing. You have baking soda in the fridge?
Yes.
Of course you do.
2 of them.
Boom, in your face, fatty.
Anybody in the family ever claim to have seen a UFO?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a picture of a ghost that I saw in my office.
All right, this guy's crazy.
Woo, that's why we do it. Your house is haunted.
Yeah. I had one of those Nest cameras put in.
Are you going to show us?
Yeah, I'm going to show you. I had one of those Nest. Thank you.
I don't know if I want to see this.
Yeah.
I had one of those Nest cameras put in my office, and I was on the road for the first time. And
The office is in the house.
the office is in the house.
Okay.
My office.
You're probably getting haunted by a Duke who's taking notes on how to live.
People surveilling you.
Who is this man?
It's been whispering in my ear all this time.
Probably the government.
Don't pee in the shower. Really?
Men, an excellent choice.
And you get the alert.
Alert, something went off.
Yeah, that something went off, and it was my dog. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I said to my opening act in Colorado, I said, wouldn't it be funny? That would be a good beginning of a horror movie. You get an alert, and there's just a dude looking back in the camera.
Oh, fuck that.
Like,
I've seen those online, like somebody like
Yeah.
trying to get in the front door.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not for me.
That would, yeah. So then just I said that, and another alert went, and this is the picture it sent back. The only people in the house was my wife and my
What the
young daughter.
fuck?
Is it that shadow?
Yeah.
You mean the guy, the shadow that looks like a guy? Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like a guy.
He looks like he has a gun, too, or
and
something.
there's nothing like this isn't on the street. There's no reflection. There's no other people in the house. I called my wife. I'm like, what's going on there? He looks like a guy in a trench coat.
Yeah.
That's so that's the ghost.
It's a nice office,
Have you
too.
had situations at the house before where like you noticed, or you guys did you guys know
cleanse
what was
it
on
or
it?
something?
Since then,
Burn some sage?
my daughter's kind of freaked out by it because
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
been a couple
Gotta
sightings.
ask him to leave.
My wife was in the laundry room, which is below that, and she thought my daughter was there and went and said something, and then turned and there was nobody there.
Oh, I'm never going. I wanted to go to your house so bad. Tom, it was nice knowing you.
But my daughter is a little freaked out by the stories and stuff.
Yeah, what do you mean? Of
So
course.
she burns sage.
Yeah.
She burned sage and wanted the spirits out of there.
but
Yeah,
that
of
doesn't
course.
bother you.
No, it doesn't seem like a menacing kind of a presence.
Man, not afraid of ghosts. I don't know how it gets.
This guy's like a fucking fighter pilot.
I'd be in his arms like Scooby-Doo. What are you talking about?
We got to wrap it up.
100% class,
I
Mr.
love
Tom Papa.
Thank you so much for coming, man.
Brand new
thank
Netflix
you.
special out right now.
It's so funny because everything you ask, this is why I love it, is everything you ask, I've given a lot of thought to.
Of course.
Of,
Yeah.
right,
You're
like,
a very
of-
calculated man.
Of like how to
Sure.
live and how to how to do it.
Most people come in and have answered no to all of those questions. Classy guy.
What else you have coming up other than the special? It's out on Netflix right now. Everybody's got to check it out.
Yeah, it's called What a Day. It just dropped. It's I hope people like it. It's really it's packed with jokes. It should be good. I named it What a Day because that's what I say all the time. I always, when I come in, I'm like, what a day, what a day.
What a day.
And then, but it has a different meaning at the end of the day.
Gotcha.
You're like, what a day.
Let me get me a martini stat.
Gang, he's one of the best to ever do it. We're so happy that you came in and
Thanks,
sat
man.
down with us. Kippy, what do you got for them out there?
Like I said, the third show at the Gramercy is on sale now. Get those tickets.
Yes.
Please help move those tickies. And then the live stream we're doing January 1st. Guys, thank you so much for the support. We appreciate it.
Going to be a lot of fun. Gang, we love you. Mr. Papa, we love you.
Thank
Thank you so much again,
So
sir.
much fun.
Gang, we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.